Right, we're Deuteronomy is the what? What law is that? Is that the, you've got Genesis, that's the 5th law. Deuteronomy. You've got Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Right? So this is the 5th book of the law. Yeah? Read. Well, our people are not keeping, especially Esau, because it weren't given to him. He's got his own laws. Yeah?
Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, and thou shalt not enjoy them, they shall go into captivity.
Right, so we're going to have sons and daughters in this captivity, and we're going to enjoy them. Does the black people really enjoy their sons and daughters? Do they have a gap year like white people? They enjoy their lives. They have gap years, you know, they go on holidays. Well, not now, because it's all fucked up. You know what I mean? But back in the day, they had everything. Gap year, you know? You ever had a gap year before? You know what a gap year is? Huh? You know what a gap year? I never heard of that. Well, I do know it's a college. It's a college thing they do. Where they go and they travel around, they travel around, they go like Thailand and they call it a gap year, yeah? This is where their children get to do the stuff because they run the... Have you ever had a gap year, please? You know what a gap year is?
I'm on a gap year right now. Or what? I was on a gap year last year.
What was that? What was it? Come here for a sec. Tell us, break it down the gap year. We just said, what is a gap year?
What is a gap year
for
me?
Are you American?
I am American.
What part are you from?
I'm also Jewish.
What part of America are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, you're Brooklyn. You're Brooklyn. Okay, yeah. So you're from the city. What do they call that? New York? There's a term they call New York is the what? Because you've got the Vegas is what? The Sin City. Yeah, the Big Apple. They've got the Big Apple. Yeah, the Big Apple.
A gap year?
Yeah, gap
I
year.
just took a year off of school.
What is a gap year though? What is it consist of?
I think it's like a year where you're trying to figure out how to like, I don't know.
Because you're studying, you need to get away to take in, soak in all what you've
maybe figure something else out, maybe figure out like your trajectory.
But you go back to college after that, don't you? Or university.
Typically, if it's like, I mean, you could do a gap year theoretically, even if you weren't in school. Like you could.
But it's usually someone who's at university or college or does it.
Yeah.
That's where you get the association with gap year, isn't it?
Yes, correct.
Right.
It's a gap in your education.
Right, that's what it is then. It's a gap in the education. Where you get to maybe say, oh, I'm not studying now, let me go to Thailand to soak in what I've learned.
Thailand, yeah.
Is that where you've been, isn't it?
I have not been to Thailand.
Oh, where did you go?
I went back to New York. I go to university in the U.S.
What about here?
And now I'm studying abroad at Central St. Martin's.
That's in
the university in London.
Oh, okay, University of London. See, we as black people, we don't get to see all that. See, that's what we're explaining. A gap year, I what a gap year is. What the fuck's a gap year? We're reading about what was happening to us while the so-called blacks are under a curse. You know about Abraham? You're Jewish, ain't you? Yeah? Do you know what Jewish means? You're educated. If you add the ISH onto something, what does that mean?
What do you say?
If you add ISH onto end of something, what does it mean?
Typically,
it's a suffix, isn't it?
Yeah.
It means like not quite like.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. So why you call yourself Jewish, you won't find Jewish in the Bible. You'll find Jews or Judeans, but you won't find Jewish. So what is it telling you? You're kind of acting like. Have you heard of the Balfour Declaration?
What?
Lord Balfour.
No.
The Balfour Declaration.
No.
How did the Jewish people get into that land? Did Jesus take them?
I'm the wrong person. I'm the wrong person to know. I don't know.
So you don't really know about your history being Jewish?
Not.
Oh, okay. The Jews was put in there in 19...
No. I have to run. My mom is also calling me.
Oh, yes. Have you heard of Arthur Koestler?
What'd you say?
Arthur Koestler.
No.
Arthur Koestler said, in order for you to be the real Jews, there has to be a third. You know about the 12 tribes of Israel? There are 12 tribes in Israel, isn't it? Sure. You must know that. You've been to Israel before, ain't you?
I have not been to Israel.
My gosh. So you are a Brooklynite Jew?
I'm a Brooklynite Jew, yes.
Oh, okay.
That's what father got into.
My mother has been to Israel. I think my dad has been to Israel.
Your parents instilled a lot of stuff always been forwards then, and your parents instilled anything into you according to your Muslim customs?
Not necessarily. No, not really.
So you guys are more unorthodox?
Yes.
You're not, anyway, by the way, before you leave, you are not the real Jews.
Okay.
You don't line up with because the Jews would line up with the Persians in the Bible. What it is, do you know you funded the slave trade, the Jews? Look, see this guy here? These are all Jewish guys. They own the slave market.
Okay, my mom's texting me right now. I gotta run.
Yeah. You Jews, you got to run. But you can't hide, that's the thing. You can run, but you can't hide. You're going to the hell.
Can't outrun Russia's missile. That's not
Yeah, you can't run. The Jewish-ish means that you want to be like. You're not the real Jew. We'll find that out now. You're an imposter. And you've got stolen documents. Right, man? Yeah? Yeah, they're going to smoke one of them, you know, with their big nose. They all look the same, like they had sex with their sister. You know what I mean? They all look the same, them Jewish people, man. Look like Woody Allen. They all look like Woody Allen. Did you know the real Jews are black? Did you know that, sir? The real Jews are black. Are you Jewish? Oh, okay. Where are you from, sir? Oh, England. Look like the guy that does the UFOs. What's his name? In the parliament. You know the guy with UFOs? You look like him, man. Intelligent looking guy. You look very intelligent.
Come to find out it's not.
Yeah, what's that guy who does the UFOs? I forgot his name, but he looks like him. Read that.
So, do you remember chapter 28, verse 43? It says here, the stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high.
And what is this stranger? This is a non-Israelite. This is mainly talking about the so-called Caucasian man. They're going to get above us. The bottom man, the Edomites, are going to go very high above us. But let's start with that. The lowest of the low, the one who eats his meat raw is going to get above us. The animal life is going to be above us. This is what it's saying. Because really, this story of the Bible is about two main nations. The so-called white man is the brother of the so-called blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians. And that's who is running this society today? Who is telling everybody what to do? The so-called white man. Who's really the red man, the Edomite. Right? Right, Esau?
Yeah.
Good. Now read that. Right?
Thou shalt come down very low.
Right?
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
Right, he's going to lend to us. Why is he going to lend to us? Because the earth has been given to him. He owns the banks. He owns all the so-called financial system. So we can't lend to him. We've got to go to him to get everything, yeah? Read on. Even these other nations got to go to the white man to get everything, yeah? Read.
God said, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
Right?
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Right, so who's the head of the black man today? The so-called white man is our head. He tells us that we can and can't do it. The so-called white people tell us that. Right, nigga, you can't do this, you can't do that. You got to eat this, you can't eat that. You got to take your children to our schools, you can't educate them at home. He shall be the head, and we shall be the tail. The Chinese man is above us. Even the Assyrian, Indian man is over us. You understand? Everybody's. Did you know, sir, that the black people at the bottom of society? Did you know that?
Who is me?
No, black people at the bottom. So he knows that. He knows that, see? So who's the head? The white man. He runs everything. He drops bombs on people, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, you know? He's the head. Read on.
Moreover, curses shall come upon thee, shall pursue thee, and overtake thee,
Right.
shall be destroyed.
So these curses are going to come upon the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's why the nigger woman's got no hair on her head, man. You know what I mean? She's wearing white woman's hair. Yeah? Or the Brazilian. The Asherites. You know what I mean? The curses on them. That's why now the Campbell's hair is back here now. Looking like Yifta the Shifter. You know what I mean? You know.
Says here, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Right, because we didn't listen. All we needed to do is listen. We would have been above the white man. Right? That's all we had to do. Listen and do. Keep the laws. We would have been above these crackers, man. These devils, the cave beast, the wild man. Yeah? You know?
They shall be upon me for a sign and for a wonder upon my seed for heaven.
Right, there'll be this is how we know who the Israelites are. Because they will be on us for a sign and a wonder. And this is what we're talking out of sync. We wouldn't tell him to wait down the bus because there's a car coming. The stupidity of these people, that's why they need to be told what to do. Because they're beastly out of sync. We're the ones with the river. You don't need that bus no more. Did you get the memo? Did you get the memo? You didn't get it? Right? People get shot and everything. Of course you did. We got everything. They shot him in the arse and everything. He said shoot it right in the head. That's what he said. This is completely out of it. No joking, man. Yeah, that's why we know our people are completely been consumed by this society. It's not their fault. They was told that, you know? They have to do what the white man tells them. That's what they told, yeah? Read on.
Deuteronomy chapter 20 verse 47.
Right?
Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness,
Right.
with gladness of heart, for the abundance of good things.
Right, because we didn't serve him for the gladness, for the abundance. You know? You know how joyful it is to serve the Most High. You know, the creator of all things. Bowen's going into captivity as well. I like the South Korean movies. They make really good movies. Very slow captivity, you know?
It says here, therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies.
Right, we're going to serve all our enemies. Where are you from, sir? What country are you from?
Bangladesh.
Oh, you're Bangladesh. So you're what? You're Elamite. You know, have you heard the Elam? Elam. Because it's sometimes you've got on shops, isn't it? Elam. These are the progenitor of so-called Indians, because you're not really Indian. You know who called you Indian? White people called you Indian. You know what it means? It means savage. Yeah, did you know that? They called us, what do they call us? West Indians. Isn't it? The West Indies, West Indians. And they call you East Indians, don't they? Right, so savages from the east, savages from the west. This is what they called us. Because you got conquered by the, when you say Bangladesh, is that part of India?
Yeah, it used to be India.
Right, because who conquered India? The English, isn't it? They stole all your rubies, your diamonds. Where do you think the Queen got all the jewels from? India. You know?
Yeah.
Right, and you guys, what it is, they allowed you to be the doctors, because when the English went over there, you allowed them to have their own land in India. That's why you guys are really close with the so-called white man today. Because you allowed them to have their own society within yours. You had the horse racing over there. I watched the old program. It showed you all the horse racing they had over there. And they called you what? Coolies. Have you heard the term coolie?
Coolie, I know, yeah.
Right, they called you coolies. Do you know what the term coolie is?
Coolie means like your
Servant, you know, because you've got a coolie truck, they're called a pump truck, yeah? This is what they called you, because they're reading all the curses what come befell people, and the white man will become above everybody. It's in the Bible. Everybody's got a biblical nationality. Like I said, Elam is your father. Ours is Jacob.
Jacob.
You know Jacob, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Jacob is who?
I studied religion, I studied Islam. So I know
Oh, Islam,
about
okay,
Islam.
Islam. Yeah, we know all about Islam.
Yeah.
Did you know that Muhammad was illiterate? Right.
First of all, he had Ikra, which means read, and he said, I can't read. And Ibrahim? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said,
What was his wife then? He had two wives, two main wives. Who were they?
Yeah, the first one is, I know,
Khadija.
Khadija. She
Yeah?
was
The Roman Catholic
yeah,
nun.
and
Who was the other one?
She was older than him.
Yeah, she was set up by the Roman
Yeah,
Catholic
and she was
Church.
the first one to support him.
Right, and what it was, you got to realise the story, what happened. Because he was charismatic, good-looking chap, yeah? He was charismatic, he couldn't read and write, so they said, we're going to put this charismatic guy in front of this new religion called Islam. What was set up by the Jews, or the Israelites, to get their so-called Arabs out of the Holy Land. Because if you know about Saladin and all that, Saladin ran the promised land at that time. He took it over from the, where was it from? It's from the so-called, I think from the Edomites, Yogi, took it over. Yeah? Islam was set up by us, Jews.
Well, to be honest, let's get into this debate then, okay? But Islam was there from the first day, you know, if you see.
So Islam's come before the Bible.
It's mentioned in Quran, in the Bible.
Right, what come first? What come first? The Quran or the Bible?
Well, the thing is, the Bible is part of the Quran.
No, what come first, the Quran or the Bible?
Well, you can say it's...
The Quran didn't come to 600 years after the Bible. Right, so what come first
But
then?
it's in mentioned in the Bible, the
what?
Quran, the last message will come. And
Who is that?
And the last message, there will be Prophet Muhammad, there will be no
The
messenger.
last
after
messenger is the one they call Jesus Christ.
that.
Right?
Prophet,
Yes.
messenger,
Yes.
Muhammad
What
the
you've got to
messenger.
realise, if the first book comes... Let me ask you something. Where's the Babylon to Timbuktu?
Well, brother, I know that.
I've got a book here. Let me read this for you. Yeah?
Well, books like man-made books, you know, I don't believe
Yeah,
in
but
that.
this is,
But
not,
the one-
this is scholars. Have you heard of scholar? What does a
Scholar,
scholar
I know,
do?
but I believe in the word of God, and Quran is
What
not
does a scholar
written
do?
by anyone.
Find out the one
and-
where it says about Islam and they sat down at the feet of the Jews. Read it to you. This is a scholar. You know what scholars do? They go out and they search. They get all the old texts and everything. They read, and this is what they come up with. Read what it says about it. I've got time now.
Since the birth of Islam, okay? Since I'll jump to after Muhammad became a camel driver,
No, you got to go even before that.
in the Roman Empire.
Maybe that, you know, the town.
So say with the defeat of the Jewish and Christian power in Arabia, the stage was now set to
There it is.
revive.
This one. Look at that.
Essentially, Islam and Judaism. The Prophet Muhammad adopted many principles, to take on something else.
He's educated, man. He's not. Yeah, he's not.
Adopted many principles and laws from the Jewish religion.
Muhammad, what he was, you're going to realise, Muhammad used to sit.
Jesus and Muhammad, they were like cousins. Like,
You know what it is you're going to realise? Muhammad, because he was illiterate, he couldn't read and write, he was very attentive. He used to sit because the Jews was one of the main people that they used to do trade with. The so-called Ishmaelites. Because you know that Ishmael was one of the sons of Abraham. Right. So, Ishmael is basically a Hebrew. He's a Hebrew Ishmaelite. You've got Hebrew Israelite, Hebrew Edomite. Yeah? You're a Hebrew as well. You're a Hebrew Edomite. Elamite, yeah? Elam.
So see, Muhammad adopted many principles and laws from the Israelite religion. First of all, the basic idea of monotheism.
Monotheism is what? Monotheism means what? One God.
one God is believe in
Monotheism. One God, yeah? Right. That's what you're talking about.
Essentially, which is the belief of one God.
Right?
The Israelite confession of the unity of the Most High is Shema Israel Adonai Elohim Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our power, the Lord is one.
Right, so this is the Jews. One God is one. Yeah? This way you get this word about Allah from. One God, Allah. It means Allah comes from the Hebrew word. Allah Hayim, what means power. Okay?
The Mahdian slogan, this is the one that Mrs. Bell made up, is as follows. La ilaha Allah, Muhammad Rasul Allah. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is the Prophet of
Right,
Allah.
so that's where you got it from. Because we established the Bible come first. So basically it become like a competition.
Who's coming? When is supposed to be what year?
What, the Bible?
Year, not that scholar written this.
No, this is...
Was it quote from the Bible or was it?
No, this is a quote from, when you say God is one, this is what it is to say in Hebrew. But what it's showing you is when Muhammad come on the scene, they adopted some of the customs. He sat at the feet of us, and because he said here, come to the place of the one God.
Yeah, we
Can you
believe
read
in
that?
that. We strongly believe in that.
Yeah, because you've got it off the Jews. Now read this.
It says, Muhammad copied also the
What?
main
Muhammad did what?
copied
Copied.
Also-
Copied.
also the main details
Sorry.
of the Israelite calendar,
Right, the Israelite calendar. You're gonna, this is scholar.
I'm
This is not us.
listening,
This is
I'm
scholars.
listening.
Yeah,
the Day of Atonement,
Day of Atonement.
the Sabbath,
Yeah.
much of the Bible.
Much of the Bible. That's why when you open up the Quran, you got Musa, you got Isa, yeah. But where does it come from? It all comes from the Bible. 600 years, the Quran come after.
And who
Read it.
created Bible?
God did.
Who created Quran? All the Injil and all the
Muhammad
Torah,
and all them.
everything. So we believe in strongly one who created everything, sent all the messages.
It's not the same
with
God as
message.
ours though.
And the Bible was only sent to the Israel for those group of people.
Yeah,
And
nobody
the
else.
Quran was
The God of
revealed
the
for
Bible is
everybody.
no.
Or
Let
even
me ask you. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
The God of the Bible is he the God of everyone, or is he the God of Israel?
Well, if you believe in, if you take Jesus as a God, the Bible.
No, we said God. Jesus is our God. The Israelites' God.
But Jesus,
But
we believe
God,
in the prophet.
Jesus has a God. Yeah.
He's
Most
to
High,
worship,
right?
to God.
So God only means power. Read it. Let's read it. Let's not jump around. Let's see what it says.
It says here, copy much of the Bible, the narratives from the Midrash, and many points of the ritual law. Incidentally, the Israelites pray 3 times a day,
Right, so we used to pray 3 times a day, facing where?
facing the city of Jerusalem.
Right, Jerusalem. This is where we pray. Shammai, Yashallah, Allah Yanawa, Yahweh, Hakub, Shammai, Allah. That's how we used to pray, yeah? Right,
It says here,
yeah.
and Muslims
The Muslims,
pray 5 times
how
a
many?
day. Pray 5 times a day.
Why they
facing
got
the
5
city of
times?
Mecca.
What they want to call it. You know when someone top up. You know when someone wants to top someone, you say, alright, you pray 3 times. What we're going to do, we're going to pray 5 times. And where are they going to pray to?
Yeah, if you know your airplane, it's so interrupt. First, when our Prophet Muhammad had the power to go to the heavens, and there was a lack for mankind to pray. First, it was 50 times a day. Listen to this. And then Jesus, Prophet, he objected. He was in the heaven, and he said, no, the mankind they cannot, have the time
So
and
have
Muhammad
the.
spoke to Jesus.
Let me finish. Jesus was there. The Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad went to there and meet all the prophets and everyone there.
Where can I find this where Jesus is?
What? That's the thing mentioned in Quran. If you read
Oh,
Quran,
okay. I've got Quran. In my bag
translation-
right now. I've got the best Quran you can buy in my bag.
So read it, bro.
We can go
It's
into it.
only-
No, we can go into it. We're going to finish this first, and we go to the Quran and see what the Quran says. Right? I've got a lovely Quran in there, we can see. Read that. I've got all the thing out here.
Bring it up.
I've got all the stuff here. I don't come out here, what do you say, underhanded?
Underprepared.
Yeah, I'm not cocked.
Well, I'm not prepared. You guys obviously came here for
Yeah,
preparation.
we don't
and,
come out
how you
here
gonna,
to play games. We come out here
Well,
to-
you're doing a great
Yeah.
job. Well,
Read it.
It says here, the Israelites pray 3 times a day facing the city of Jerusalem.
Right, so we pray to Jerusalem.
The Muslims pray 5 times a day facing the city of Mecca.
Look back now.
Trying his best, Muhammad sought to convert the Israelites to his new religion.
Oh, here we go.
But to no avail.
So we can read that part again.
Trying his best,
Alright, trying his best.
Muhammad sought to convert the Israelites to his new religion.
No, the old one.
His new religion.
Right, it's good because what come first? What come first?
Let me tell you.
This is the new religion. Islam is a new religion compared to the
For
Bible.
you, and compared to you, and
No, because we've got what we established. What come first?
God was established there from the
What
first
come
Adam.
first?
Adam was
600
created by
years after the Bible, the Quran come. Going to Google it.
God. Let me tell you
It's
one
worth a
thing.
Google.
Let me tell you one thing, if I can
Right.
interrupt. If my son wants to become a doctor, I'm not going to put him to the medical straight away. He's going to go through nursery, primary, secondary, then he's going to admit himself to medical to become a doctor. So the Islam, it was there from day one. You
It
know,
wasn't
so
there from- that's what you think.
that was
That's
for
what you
that
think. That's your
time.
own opinion.
Okay,
Right? That's your
you can let me
opinion.
finish.
There was
Yeah.
your opinion, yeah.
So people didn't have the knowledge to understand Quran that time. So that particular time, those sort of messages were sent for those particular people there who can understand and you can end up into their daily life and everything. So it's mentioning.
So you're
it's
into
mentioning.
Islam. You're
Yeah.
Islam.
I'm including everything. Everything.
No,
It's
but I'm
all
saying
in there.
your religion is Islam.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
You're Islam. So your parents.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's read them. And I'm going to show you something.
One is a Muslim,
Yeah.
one guy is a Muslim, and I
You know the
respect
Quran
all the
then?
religion.
You know the Quran then, innit?
We all equal. We came from
You know the
one.
Quran then, innit?
I know
Like
the
this, I
Quran.
went to a bookstore and I asked the man in it, you know what it was? It was an Islamic bookstore. And I said to him, give me your best Quran. Yeah? And he said, yeah, give me that.
Yeah, Muslim
that
Quran.
cost me £19, that little one there.
You know, but nowadays you can get Quran for free. There's lots of
Yeah,
organizations
but
I
this
know.
is, I went there,
Like you're doing, we do the same. Like we say,
I wanted the best one.
give them the message.
I wanted the best one. So when anyone comes up there, I can go into this one. This is the Oxford one. See this here?
Yeah.
Quran. Oxford, and I got the best one. I went and got with the Arabic. I went. What was it written?
Arabic.
Right.
So one thing, let me tell you, the Quran, have you memorized everything?
No, I got to read it. I don't need to
Let me tell
memorize
you,
it.
let me tell you. The Quran, the only section where we have the memorized whole Quran.
Yeah.
We have Hafiz. You know the Hafiz mean?
Okay.
The person, the Hafiz, memorize whole Quran. 1, 2, at the end. So they memorize. And if Quran, let's say, if you put everything, Bible, everything in the ocean, Quran will come back within like 5 hours. Because people memorize that. And let's say you cannot have the strength to memorize the whole Bible, chapter 1, 2 at the end.
Well,
Only
what
Quran
we do,
has
we
that
go
power.
by the Spirit. Yeah. Can you memorize the whole?
Not memorize, but I know that part of it.
Okay,
I
so
have
we're
my,
gonna see. We're gonna-
I have
we're
my
gonna give you a little
nieces,
test.
relatives, they already memorized.
Have a look through that. Is that any good? This could
Well-
be the last business year, you know. Is it any good?
I know I've read the English text, but I would suggest, you know, which year was the
It's in Arabic and actual. Yeah.
1994. The latest one is more accurate.
Yeah, but
you know.
this one's good enough.
It's good enough for
Well,
you
I
to
went,
learn
what
all
it
these
is,
things.
I went to the Arabic bookstore and I
The
told
chapter called
him,
Mariam.
bro,
you know,
I went to
have
the
you read that?
bookstore and I said to him, give me your best. Show me
That's
your
the
best
best, one of the
translation.
best. One of the best.
Right,
I'll
this
say.
is give you. Right, so I'm going to hold that for a second.
Yeah.
Now what I'm going to go through here, I'm going to show you to read into it. I'll go there. Read it into that.
Trying his best, Muhammad sought to convert the Israelites to his new religion.
You're doing well, fella. I've been
But to
watching.
no avail.
But to no avail, because we would stick to the Bible 600 years before the
I
Quran.
respect that, man. I respect
So
that.
the Israelites were adamant to resist the change.
Right, so we don't want to change our God. There's only one God. Read.
The high esteem which the Prophet held for the Israelites was transformed to enmity.
Right.
Because obviously Muhammad, he esteemed us because he followed us. Yeah, but because we didn't want to change and follow his new religion, which is Islam, we kept up to our laws and commandments. That's why he turned to our enemy.
You have to read it.
Muhammad never forced anyone to accept
It's
Islam.
No, I'm going to read it. Look.
He never
And
forced
instead of
it.
allies, he looked
See,
upon
that's why you
them.
go to the Jews, you're going to find out this is history.
And
It's
it-
not-
and
my
it's
dad
not
made it
allies.
up. He didn't make it up.
I know.
So try to tell me Saladin never drew his sword one time. Huh?
Well, don't want to go into
Ah, you see,
that. The thing is, I know
Saladin, you could not
Muhammad
read about
never forced
Saladin.
anyone to accept.
Saladin was drawing that sword every 5 seconds, bro. You know what I mean? Chopping them man time. Now read that.
And instead of allies, he looked upon them as competitors.
Right? Instead of the Jews, you looked at us as competitors, you know, you're going to race, compete, look at them and run with them.
Muhammad needed the confirmation of the influential Israelites to validate his mission. So he didn't come to the normal Israelites that they know. He did like the average. He went to our rabbis.
He wanted
went to the top
validation
ones
to
to try and get them to change so that he can get the top ones to change and get the ones that follow after them to keep the laws, to change underneath them. Because he's not going to, if you're going to change a society, you're not going to go to the public, are you? You're going to go to the head. That's what he tried to do. But he didn't want.
You're coming to the
That's why he
public
looked at us
trying
as
to train
an
perception.
enemy. He says here, to validate his mission, as all upstarts need the backing of someone influential.
Right, so you needed us to validate you. You say like, oh yeah, that religion, it's good. Now go on your way, you know what I mean? So,
He says here, Muhammad therefore turned against the Israelites and
Turned
became
against
their
us.
tormentor.
so you become our tormentors. Read on.
He says here, Muhammad tried to construct his religion as closely as he could after the Israelite religion.
So Muhammad tried to construct Islam after the Hebrews. Like, we prayed 3 times, you prayed 5. So he tried to line it up. That's why we said, oh, the Bible come first, the Quran come after. Now read on.
He says here,
That's the detail, yeah.
600 years. We can Google it. It's worth a Google.
It says here,
600 years of telling you the Quran come after the Bible. Now read this.
By copying many of their laws and traditions.
Copying many of the laws, the Arabs used to copy many of our laws and our traditions.
When the Israelites refused to be converted,
But we said, nah man, we're sticking with that. We don't want your Islam, we're sticking with the Bible.
Sounds
What
like
happened?
propaganda to
he
me.
commanded his followers to stop turning to the holy city of Jerusalem.
Yeah, I
in
see
Right,
prayer.
so he said,
I
you
see
can't
it.
turn to Jerusalem no more.
Sounds like
Right,
propaganda
what
to me.
did he say?
So emphasize the fact that the Muslims used to face our holy land. Before you started facing Mecca, you was facing Jerusalem.
Do you know the Makkah, the Kaaba, the center of the world?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
recorded.
that's what he said. I don't know that. Jerusalem is the center of the world.
Same as that.
Okay, it says here.
Recorded.
Read it.
Muhammad commanded his followers to stop turning to the holy city of Jerusalem in prayer,
Right, so-
but to rather turn to the city of Mecca.
Right, so he can maybe want everybody to turn to Mecca and pray to Mecca. You know, Mecca, go where the Kaaba and all that. We want them to go there.
Well, hear a word from God, you know?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is the thing
Your
we have
God,
to...
your God, not our God. Our God is different.
Well,
from your
God is one.
No, no, no. Our God is different from your God.
Eh? Well,
Right? Now
if
read
you
that,
if you
read
if
that.
you're proper
God
Jewish, sorry,
Are you
if you
pagan?
believe in Jesus,
Yeah.
if you are follow, you know, if you follow Bible,
Yeah.
you know, so you should believe in one God.
Hold that a
No,
second.
that sounds pagan. That sounds pagan then.
You're
Your God, my God.
Joel,
You're separating. We all
We're gonna see.
You know?
We're gonna read the Bible. We can stay and say
Read
God.
Bible, read,
We're gonna
you
read
know.
the scripture quickly, and we're
Yeah.
gonna solidify that and see if
From your
it's a different. To see if,
Okay.
yeah.
From
the
their
Bible
book.
says
Yeah.
different from what you just said. Right?
From
We're
their
gonna
book.
find-
Your
Yeah,
book and their
Joel.
book.
Joel 2. What is it? Let's see. If you said everybody, you know, Bible, everybody. Everybody. Let's see what it
Of course.
is. Okay, so how would we find that? Alright then. Bro, how would we find that? How would we find out the God of the Bible is what?
Does it
It's in the
matter?
Bible, isn't it?
Does it
Might have
matter?
been
So let's
changed.
see.
Does it
Amen.
matter?
That's
Lot
what
of
you
text
say.
I know.
That's
it's
what
been
you
changed.
say. That's
Quran
what you
never
say.
been, not even one single word been
We're
changed.
gonna find that.
You find
We're
the
gonna, I've got it in a minute. We're gonna find that in a minute. You've got it in your hand. We're gonna find it. 1 minute. Talk is talk, and we're gonna read what it says.
This is the book of
Joel,
Joel,
The book
2:27.
of...
chapter 2, verse 27.
Right, I'm gonna find out if God is for everyone. Right, listen.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
Who's Israel? Is that everybody? Israel.
No, it's a country.
12 tribes. No, it's the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right, yeah.
It comes from a man called who? Jacob.
Jacob,
His
yeah.
name was changed to what? His name was changed to what? Israel.
Israel, yeah.
Yeah. His name was changed. When he wrestled the angel. Do you know when he wrestled the angel? His name was changed to Israel. Do you know what Israel means?
I don't know the meaning,
It
but I
means,
know the Jewish
it
people
comes from
live
the
there.
term Yasha Allah. It means the prince
No,
of
they live
God.
in Palestine.
It means the prince of God.
No, yeah.
That's what it means, yeah?
Careful.
Right?
Go politics.
Now
stay
read that.
I don't want to go to
No, stay religion then.
That I am the Lord your God.
Read it from the top again.
It says here, Joel chapter 2, verse 27.
Right?
Ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel,
So this God of the Bible is saying he's in the midst of Israel, right?
and that I am the Lord your God,
I'm the God of the Israelites.
and none else.
No, the God of everyone.
And none else.
The God of everyone. It's
No, and none, is that gospel?
And none else.
So the God of the Bible is the
Is
God
that
of
gospel?
Israel and none else. Get Amos 3 and 1.
Is that gospel?
Right?
Is there what color is it in the text? The red?
Black.
Black.
Yeah, we got
You
the
don't
thing.
have the red text?
Yeah, that's Jesus speaking. That's
Jesus
Jesus
speaking.
speaking.
So,
Read that, read that.
take the